So welcome back, everyone. We're back with some new students, and I hope you liked the previous episode. And considering those important points, once again with another session, I'm going to welcome my students and my team here. So I hope you all are doing well.
Yes.
So you must be knowing about the Defense Pact, right?
Yes.
Which is the Makkah agreement between Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Pakistan. So you guys can differentiate with your opinions. You can add if you want to add something. So the first question is that why it was important? What differences do you feel Saudi Arabia, Pakistan and Turkey has which can help connect each other? Yeah.
Okay. Basically, what I believe is all the three nations, all the three countries are very strong. They all have nuclear power. They are like Pakistan is a developing, but being part of this pact would secure them, and the enemy would give a second thought while they would have to plan for the attack, because the pact says that if one of the countries is being attacked, it is an attack on all three of us.
Yeah.
So it is a good part for all three countries, and it gives the enemy to sit back and think twice before attacking any.
On all these three. Yeah.
And I also believe that since considering the Gaza attacks and everything, it is the time. We're at a point where we need to unite. All the Muslim countries need to unite, irrespective of the fact that the US is pressuring, Israel is pressuring, or anything. We need to stand together, unite, and we have to strengthen each other, provide with whatever aid and help we need. And that should not only extend towards warfare. It should be about peace talks, negotiations. As we could see recently, Pakistan did a very good job in maintaining peace talks. So we have to continue doing that.
Right. Anybody, if anybody wants to like make any difference or add anything, because as she mentioned, all these three countries are armed and they have the nuclear powers. Do you think it's that, or you want to fix it?
Pakistan have a strong military, but economically Saudi Arabia is a strong country. So when they both work together, I think it would be a good for both. If there is a situation of war, for example, a country like India attack on Pakistan. So if Saudi militarily would not help to Pakistan, it can help the Pakistan
Economically, yeah. That's a really great point. All right. Okay, so tell me, let's move to the other question, because it's really amazing. I want to add a few points, like as you mentioned, that all these countries are nuclear strong, you know. Actually, it's not that. Pakistan has the nuclear power. Turkey is, a country which is like developed through their own stuff and own the powers actually. And Saudi on the other side is strong with their oil and with their economy. So somewhere they all are correlated and they can all help, each other in any case. So that was just a point I was trying, like, if anybody can figure that out. Okay, so moving forward, the provinces, the difference between the provinces. How do you see the division of provinces in Pakistan? You can say anything, like, do you think these provinces can be divided or it should be divided?
Basically, what I believe is, as Syed Asim said, that we should not be focusing on the provinces. We should not be focusing on our cultural identity, that is being a Balochi or being a Punjabi, being a Sindhi. It doesn't matter. We should all have one identity in our head, that is being Pakistan.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. But yes, on a federal level, we do have to divide it, not for discrimination, but for administration purposes.
Yeah.
That it would be easy to wrangle the problem, to, you can say, address them and solve them. But on the same level, there should not be discrimination among the provinces. Like, they should be given equal rights, equal budget, equality of everything. Their rights, their property, everything should be present, so that they would not feel to be separated from the whole country. So they are part of it, but not separated from each other.
We do talk about accountability and transparency, right? And like I said before, that it depends on the governance and administration. And when we talk about all of this, we forget the fact that the Balochi government or the people from KPK, Sin, the problem lies within the government or the administration, the provincial governments. That is why the resources are not being allocated equally, and that is why people stand up and they're talking about how Punjab gets all the resources. I agree with her totally that we're talking about not segregating people, we're segregating the government. But if we can't bring a good government, a provincial government, then how do you expect that we divide the provinces further and we expect that there would be good people ruling us now and there would be no corruption, there would not be, she talked about accountability and people getting their rights and everything, but the government, it's not playing its part. So I don't believe that bringing more chaos through the government system is going to help us in any way.
But don't you think that as she have given the example of a school or a university or anywhere, like when
we talk about school and universities, right, it's about the level of education.
Yeah.
We cannot divide,
but there are sections as well.
We cannot divide the distribution of resources into levels, right?
Yeah.
It has to be equal everywhere.
Yeah,
so
but it is easier to execute there.
But
like there is no problem in the process, there is a problem in mindset.
It's a problem. There is a problem in execution. The provincial government is not executing its responsibilities and duties. Then how do you expect to bring new government systems and they're not going to be the same? We can't cater 4 government systems, then we divide it into other provinces and other provincial governments. How do you expect to bring order?
More government leaders.
Yes.
All right. Anybody want to add something?
Actually, I want to add, everything has the pros and cons, but I'm basically from Hafizabad. So my family has shifted to Lahore. Okay, so why we shifted to Lahore? Because there is not that much opportunities in Hafizabad. Okay, if there would be the division of provinces, there would be a lot of opportunities for youth, so that they can't move from one place to another place. Okay, so I think the division of provinces is necessary so that the youth can directly connect to the state.
Yeah,
and they also can build the good infrastructure if the division of provinces.
I would like to give a suggestion. As we are having different opinions here, it would be very great if we create a referendum and then approve it by court and then ask people to give signatures and sign the petition so that we can know what is the decision of the masses. Like government do have a very good initiative of dividing the provinces, but if it is against the ideas of the nation, it would be like chaos.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. Whenever there is an addition or a difference in the constitution, you know about the constitution, right? So a decision like this, like dividing the provinces, will come under the constitution. So whenever you try to add or to change or to add some different constitution, you have to go to the parliament, and then you have to get the 2/3 majority's opinion. If you approve that, then you have to go to the National Assembly and the Senate. And from there, you also have to get the 2/3 majority approval, and then it will be able to make a new constitution. So first of all, that concern has been solved. And if I answer you about that, I'm really glad when someone make a different opinion. We are not here to make a herd behavior, like just we are all moving in the same path. Of course, we should be having differences and questions. But when you will ask question, then you will get the answer. So as you have mentioned, that of course there are many governments. Considering Punjab on the other side, when you see the other provinces having the different kind of government and the issues which are actually coming from the political side, then you feel really hurt about those people living there. So this is something you have to break the group. You have to tell them that there is one person considering this area, this territory, and then you have to be accountable. Because you cannot, they have lots of opinion. They know there are a lot of people living here. There are so many roads. There are so many things going on. We have to move here, there. So why not, if you cannot own that, just break it. And then, work in an administration level. And of course, I think the opinion of DG ISPR is very important. In any case, whenever there is anything in the world, he's the one, or the CDF, the armed forces actually know that what can happen because they have different experiences. So he also said that yes, it can be a good option. But as I told you, it will not gonna happen, since the constitution will make it and then it will be happening. So it's not happening in a day, it will take time. So let's having more opinions and questions about it, and let's see where it ends. So welcome back everyone to Red Lines. I hope you all are doing well. And as we were having the interviews of different students from different colleges, and right now we are going to have some more, and we will ask them about the international relations, what is going on, including Pakistan. Is there something good happening? And if it is, then who is the one to be given the credit? And on the other side, let's welcome, I have a lot of students here. Hi, how are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Zain. I am from UET.
UET, that's
Yeah.
great. So Zain, if I ask you, like, how is your experience going on here in ISPR?
Yeah, the experience so far has been so much well. Like, I was
Right.
not expecting this much value out here. But the way every lecture is getting delivered, and especially the first one, I will quote, the first one, it was pretty a new experience here. And the first one, 3 lectures from DG Bravo, DG Alpha, and then DG ISPR. So it was literally amazing.
Wow.
And the facts and figures that they have quoted in that particular lecture was something that we were not expecting, because that all of the knowledge that we are taking gain is from social media and all of those stuff.
Yeah.
So that's a very, like, you can say, a very big differentiation that we can find out between all of those that we see on social media and what we found out here. So it was genuinely a very great experience.
What's your name and from where are you?
I'm Azim Jangir and I'm from NASTAP University, currently pursuing artificial intelligence.
That's great.
And as far as the internship, I must say that it's really good, and the lectures that we're hearing from the public speaker these days are which we cannot commonly listen on
Yeah.
the media. So the interactions with the public speakers are really good.
What's your name?
So my name is Abdullah and I am a student of UT Lahore.
That's
and
great.
I am doing bachelor's in cybersecurity.
Oh, all right.
So one thing that I really want to thank about to the ISPR, that giving us the platform and this opportunity to interact with such people who have such important decisions which have shaped the country.
Yeah.
And on the normal days we don't have such kind of opportunities like the guests we are having here, the interaction we are having here. And one thing I value most about this internship, that having the QA session with such people.
Yeah,
And
that's
that is
really
the one
amazing.
thing that I really encourage us to professionally and personally also. And it's been a really nice experience so far, and I hope to learn much more things.
That's really great. So how are you? What's your name?
My name is Mohammad Shahzeb.
All right. So Shahzeb, from where are you?
I'm from Lahore Leeds University.
All right.
Right.
And how is your experience going on here in ISPR?
Well, the experience is so good. Just thinking that ISPR is not doing good and it's been the part of corruption and all that stuff. But when being part of ISPR internship, I just realized personally that they're working so good. The major thing I've been experienced is on day first, we were just got interacted with DG ISPR, DG Bravo.
Wow.
So this was the greatest experience I have ever done. My questions, my queries that was in my mind, but now it's been all cleared. And then I really appreciate Pakistani army, and now I'm answerable to that, all being people that was thinking bad about the army and was just degrading Pakistan as well.
So the most important topic which is right now going on is the Defense Pact. That is the Makkah Joint Defense Agreement. So what do you know about it?
Actually, I consider it as a very important defense pact. Turkey is the member of NATO, and it has the second largest military in the NATO.
Yeah.
And also Saudi Arabia is one of the largest growing economies in the world.
Yeah.
And Pakistan is also, is a nuclear power. And one thing that could bring us together, it is everyone is saying it is the Islamic NATO.
Yeah.
This defense pact, and I
Exactly.
really think
Because
that
its name is Makkah Agreement as well. Yeah.
Makkah Agreement, yes. And I think if you see the technology-wise, Turkey enhances technology quite well.
Yeah.
In the drone section.
Indeed.
If you see they are working on a 5th generation stealth fighter jet, and that really gonna help Pakistan, and it's a huge agreement, I think.
Yeah,
So-
that's really amazing. I'm really glad that you know a lot about it. People have just started talking about it, and I'm really glad that you all know about it very, very, you know, in a way that is informative.
Yeah.
So can you switch the mic?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So if I ask you that why it was important, why this defense pact was important, can you answer this?
It was really important because if we see the European countries, they're making alliances like this, and it was really important for the Muslim countries to also make something like a brotherhood. Like if we go back in the history, the Muslims used to live united, and we can see the growth of the Muslims in that time. The Ottoman Empire once ruled most of the world.
Yeah.
And now I think it's really important to become united again, so we can again move towards prosperity. And the combination built here is, I think, strategically very important, as
Yeah.
Pakistan is a nuclear armed country. And if we see Turkey, it's a very technologically advanced country.
Yeah.
And Saudi Arabia is an oil empowered country. So the combination itself is very unique and very helpful for prosperity.
That's really great. Even I am learning a lot from these students. So now, do you think anybody will think to attack any of these countries?
I don't think so, because it's a military alliance and a great alliance that been ever done, because these three countries have the same religion, some same traditions, and have same background. Because
Yeah.
the Ottoman Empire, there was all Muslims, and in Saudi Arabia, they have the greatest religion places like the pilgrims of Makkah and Medina and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And in Pakistan, they have the biggest, strongest army. Have you been seen the performance of the Pakistan army in the Pak-India war? Had been done recently. So this was the most impressive thing they did. So I don't think so that anyone will be now ask anything bad to these three countries, because they are now alliance now.
So how do you see the provinces being separated?
Yeah, actually, it's a great initiative, I would say, if gets done in a very appropriate way, because there should be a structure and all of those fundamentals that one should make while he's taking this initiative. I'm talking about the government. If government wants to make some sub-provinces here, it will be a good act, because if I see, because I'm from a IT background, and when I see that a big company, how it works, so you have like multiple departments, and
Yeah.
in every department you have, for every single project you have project leads, and then you have like team leads. So if you create this type of hierarchy, it's actually a good initiative, but
Yeah.
it can be a disgusting thing, but because if you do create on the fundamental of you can say race, or the fundamental of ethnicity. So like the fundamentals are very important. If you are looking to like create all of these sub-provinces, it will be a very good act, because if we see around us, like in India, in China,
Yeah.
we can see that the distribution and all of those like management thing is pretty good out there, because of the distribution, because you have a big place, you cannot manage it alone. So but if you divide it into like smaller parts, it will be far more easier. But that thing of the ethnicity and the race basis, that can be a very big factor that the government must have to look upon.
Okay, so what is your opinion about the dividing of provinces?
As you know, everything has some pros and cons. I believe, in my opinion, this particular aspect has some cons, more of a pro movement.
Yeah.
As you know, the area certainly doesn't matter. It's the governance and the system that matters, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If we look up to one of the most successful provinces in the world, we can move towards China. There's a province which comprises around 130 million population,
Yeah.
and is one of the 4th most successful provinces in the world.
Hmm.
So I think this is just an excuse to hide the bad governance and the bad system of the basic model of the country.
Right.
And if there is a larger area, but the governance and the system itself is fair and just, I think the country can move towards prosperity. And if we talk about the economic cons of this, I can also state that every province will ask for a different armed force, like police, and every province will ask for different job opportunities, which will obviously cost money.
Yeah.
Different legislations will be built, different assemblies will be built, and currently I don't think Pakistan is in a position to spend this amount of money on
No,
something.
but we have money, because I was studying that PTI, the KP government, is actually planning to have a jalsa, and they will spend around 50 million on that. So if they can spend that much money to just have a discussion, then I think they should be knowing that there is a separate territory which you have to protect and you have to spend money on. Because in this way, they can just simply say that, oh my God, we have so many people, we cannot work, we cannot make schools, we cannot make separate police stations. and yes, they can spend money on their own political benefits. Okay, so anybody want to add any point?
So I think it's a good initiative if it is taken properly.
Yeah,
We have,
that's important.
if we have in recent time, we have very, population is much more larger than we have in the past few years.
Yeah.
And I think the gap between the state and the common man becomes larger when you have less provinces.
Yeah.
We have such a large province, Punjab, and we have only one CM. He has to
Yeah.
manage things, So that's the thing. I think if we divide provinces in, if we larger the number of provinces, so I
Yeah.
think it's the gap between the common man and the state becomes easy and more reluctant in a way that we can solve more issues and we have less problems. So that's why I think it's a good initiative, but if it is taken properly, I mean, it also have very disadvantages. Like if you have
Of course, the political differences are there, and of course they have their own people as well who can like pollute the minds of other people as well. It can make chaos, but again I say it will take time. It's not going to happen in one day.
Yes,
If it will be happened, nobody is going anywhere. It's not like the partition happened in Pakistan, India. It is just like nobody will even know about it. There will be just different government. There will be just different people working for us, and we can go and ask them anytime that what is the problem, what is the requirement. That's it.
Yeah, it's a very important point, as you mentioned, that people are thinking that they are separating, like it's a
Yeah.
migration or like something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But it's not the truth, It's just we are dividing to achieve the betterment of the country.
Yeah.
We're not separating all the nations and all the nation into Sindhi, Baloch and Pashtun. We are
Yeah.
just trying to solve a problem that we are having from last so many years.
Yeah.
So I think it's also most of the people disagree with this point and they say that they are all just wanted to separate us, or it's not like that. So I think everybody should understand this, that it's I think major need of it's not it's not gonna come over the night.
It will take time, and it will be work for the betterment of all people, and it's for Pakistan. That's all what I was saying.
Yes, sir. And we also have to be patient about that.
Yeah.
We also wait for the whenever a decision is created, if it is good or bad, it's it takes time to be implemented on the ground level.
Of course.
We have such a large country. 250 million people is
People,
not
yeah.
a small amount. So I think it's a good initiative if it is taken properly.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. I'm really glad that you guys are here and you have given your time out of the internship. And this was also the part of your internship, because this is how we learn to interact. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so much. And with that, we are going to end the show. I hope you liked it. And if there is any opinion you want to take a stand on, you guys can mention in the comments. And I hope you're gonna love all of our shows. So keep on following us, keep on subscribing us. And I would also say that mention your questions as well in the comments. Take care. Bye-bye.